Um. Okay, so let's find one. Oh, who is not Jewish? Alright, so we have to find out which one's not Jewish.
What assumptions do you make when you meet a Jewish person? Are they based more on media, your parents, or just unreliable sources?
This
Okay.
is how I went.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my face cam off.
As you play along this episode of Odd Man
Just
Out,
the
think
frame.
of how you pick them all.
We brought together 7 Jewish people.
I'm Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
I'm Jewish. I am Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish.
One of them is
I'm Jewish.
a liar.
No, actually.
If the
From
I'm gonna
Bulgaria.
guess. Stop telling me,
then-
Jacob.
Yeah.
We'll be trouble.
Does anyone else know Hebrew?
Yeah, that means grandma and grandpa.
Do you know?
Do you know fluently? Do you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
so-
Like
okay,
my mom's
Gemini.
Israeli. So.
Okay, yeah, same.
Do you guys like know all the holidays?
Everyone was throwing out questions and answers, and it's just tough to get your piece in. But I was definitely worried that I would just be voted off just because I may not look Jewish.
What's like the highest holiday?
Yom Kippur.
High holidays. Yeah, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah. If someone said Hanukkah, I was like, done.
Anyone go to Jewish school? I went to Jewish preschool, elementary school, and high school, and learned Hebrew in all of them. So I'm very Jewish.
Can you start reciting like the first prayer of Hanukkah, like the first word?
Baruch atah Adonai. I mean, I know it's not the first word, it just
If it's-
flows better this way.
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't really the first word, but
He said his prayer really fast, and it didn't sound like 100% to me.
What's the prayer? Just like the 2 words for like why?
Would you say there's an easy way to tell if someone's Jewish or not? Because when I look at, for example, obviously I don't think they're actually Jewish, but when you watch like Friday Night Dinner, they're meant to be Jewish. You couldn't tell.
Washing your hands.
But I didn't know Seth Rogen was actually Jewish.
Anyone keep kosher? I don't.
No.
But I don't eat pork.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, no
I'm
pork,
vegan,
Looks like a zombie.
so like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
vegan.
vegan.
My mom
Oh, why is she fucking vegan?
is so proud. She's
Can
like,
you eat-
my girl's
Can you eat
kosher. I'm like,
challah?
This is what happens to you when you turn vegan.
I'm still stuck on
To be in the video.
Yeah.
I like took a plane from Seattle.
I didn't say you go fat. No, she looks dead.
Okay, I'm gonna switch. Bye. I have a very Jewish name. I have a very Jewish face. Not something that I expected to be voted out the first time. I definitely was expecting to be able to keep playing the rest of the game.
Adam was my first pick, but I wanted to go here just to be sure.
Okay.
So tell me why you're Jewish.
Yeah.
It's harder because, you know, I am just Jewish through my mom, and there wasn't a big Jewish
Garrett.
community where I grew up.
Actually, like Jewish through your mom.
Hey,
right?
Garrett.
Is like full Jewish.
Through
No, no,
Jewish
that's what I
religion
mean.
makes you
That's what
100%
I-
Jewish.
like,
Just checking.
No, yes,
Yeah.
no, of course. So
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Did you face any discrimination being Filipino and Jewish?
All the time, absolutely.
What about people like finding us like kind of discriminating in like semi
So
positive
boring.
way, but not really at all when they say
Like,
We're-
oh, can
we're-
you smell how much money I'm
we're-
holding?
oh, that's terrible. But no, like I was in an Uber the other day and the guy was like, "Oh, you're Jewish, you're powerful, you've got power, you've got connections," and I was like,
Yeah.
You're just you.
Hi. He said his mom was Jewish, and if you're born from your mother and she's Jewish, that makes you a full
No, not
So
Garrett.
he just kind of seemed like the one to me from the get-go.
I kind of saw it was coming. I knew it was going to be a little bit harder. People who are Jewish are very, you know, practicing in their culture, and to, you know, have all the little details down and things like that is definitely hard for somebody who didn't, you know, grow up practicing Judaism.
Raise your hand if you think that the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
After Garrett got voted out, I was kind of actually weary about Ariel. I want to hear more about because I mean there are Israelis that aren't Jewish and like that's cool too. You
I was
know.
gonna ask that about
But,
you.
I know. Yeah. No, I'm definitely like I was thinking about this whole time. I was like, oh my god. But like,
I think so.
are you practicing or?
No, so I went to Hebrew school. I went to the JCC. First grade, I switched to private school, Ivy Academia.
Can we speak right now?
Same thing,
Okay,
just
great.
because you speak Hebrew doesn't
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
you're Jewish. I
definitely.
mean, like,
Definitely. I was getting scared people were going to start voting for me because I was definitely putting out more Israeli than Jewish, and that is kind of my identity. Like, I definitely fall into that more because I am a secular Jew.
I'm Black, Chinese, and Filipino, and for most places I go, first of all, people just don't even know what I am in general. So add Jewish into mix, and that really throws people off.
you said you were born here?
Born and raised here.
In LA?
Yeah, but I went to school in a very conservative state. And now I'm back because it was really hard. And part of the reason it was so hard was because I am Jewish and I did not feel accepted. Yes, there were a lot of people who did accept me, but you know, sometimes a little bit of hate can overrule a lot of love.
And you said you went from a Jewish high school?
Yeah, Jewish elementary
Okay.
school, Jewish preschool, Jewish high school.
She was just so outgoing and talking about her experience of going to an out-of-state school and that wasn't Jewish. And since she went through a Jewish school her whole life, I think that was one of the big things that kind of went off in my head, that maybe it was.
Oh no, you have to be Jewish to go to you have to go to a Jewish school if you're Jewish. Not allowed to go to a normal school. Nope. No, have to go to a Jewish school. Have to. He makes the rules, not me.
Was her, you know, how do you go from a Jewish school your whole life and not go to a Jewish college?
I was on a dating app recently. There was a guy who sent me a photo of himself, bottoms on, but he was shirtless because he was like really buff and he like wanted to show it off. I didn't care.
Nobody asked.
And he had like a lot of tattoos, and I was like looking at it, and he had a giant swastika right here. And I messaged him back. I said, "Am I being pranked?" Like, like, and I
Onion
said,
rings.
"Why do you have a swastika on your arm?" He said, "It's a Chinese peace symbol." And I said, "Oh honey, no, like, no, not anymore."
My first day at Calabasas High, there were swastikas all over the school. Freshman year, my sophomore year, this kid came up to me. He's like, "I hate Jews.
Of course.
I am a full anti-Semite. I hate you and your people." And I'm like, dude, I don't know you. Like, we're just in a class together. Why are you at this school if you hate Jews? Go move somewhere else.
And also, he doesn't even know you.
I've been told, you know, you and your family should have died in the Holocaust. You and your people
Sorry,
are
Jacob.
evil. You don't deserve a place here.
Wait, Alex, you want some? Here you go. Alex, you want some? I don't actually know. I think it is. Oh, you just took some though.
Things like that, and it hurts, but at the end of the day I feel also like it made me stronger. That reminds me, how do you guys feel about tattoos?
Oh, I have a tattoo.
I've got a few.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I won't get any.
Why,
Yeah.
so,
I
but
think
how do you-
Israelis love
Exactly,
tattoos.
yeah.
Tel Aviv is the most tatted up place.
Yeah.
Jerusalem likes to hate it.
Sorry. Ari, you just know so much.
I know so much. You know so much.
No, you know so much.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you're certain that the mode is still in box and you would like to continue. The lights turn green. The lights turn green.
Yes.
Those lights turn red.
Oh,
We're the best.
That's so exciting.
wait. So who's the mole?
Oh,
Garrett! Got my neck in for you. Fuck you, Garrett.
It's really quiet, so I can tell people were asking questions, but he wasn't stepping in and answering.
Yeah, so that's